Rasmus Hojlund is balling for club and country after scoring a goal. Beautiful pressed ball, by the way, on the far post. Right foot, his rare right foot again, like he did score against Leicester City. Boy, this boy is beginning to rediscover his confidence, and I'll tell you why. Because he even celebrated in the face of Cristiano Ronaldo with his own celebration, and goes on at the end of the game, talks about how he was taken by the whole 7-year-old fan of Cristiano Ronaldo as he was a kid because he has always been his role model. Listen, this for me is a sign of a confident player, and you love to see it. Welcome to the United of Sport. My name is Webb. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Blessings pan you wherever you are watching us. Thank you so much. I do hope you've joined the party, guys. If you're in Uganda, that's for you, guys. Learn how to make money. Use the internet to earn, not just enjoying Web and my bearded face. Guys, you can earn money for yourself through the internet. Just learn from us. If you're in Uganda or have someone in Uganda, the training is on the 17th of May. That will be a physical. After that, even you outside Uganda, we're putting something together for you. We are going to teach you how you can earn. Online classes will begin. But let's get proper into this Man United talk, shall we? Guys, our guys are balling. Our guys are balling, honestly. Eriksen is a different problem when he gets to when he puts on national team stripes. He's a whole different problem, by the way. Christian Eriksen. He was asking a lot of questions of Portugal. Portugal were subdued, by the way. I felt Denmark had the better chances, if you ask me. Cristiano Ronaldo cannot still be leading the line for Portugal, honestly. It's just that Martinez perhaps fears him. I mean, he's a legend of the club. How do you start telling him, you're not good enough? If you don't win, fans are going to come out and say, he even didn't call Cristiano Ronaldo. But anyway, let's focus on our own. So Rasmus Hojlund, for me, was the talk of the game, or of the day, because the confidence now is getting back. Because even celebrating with that SU in front of Ronaldo is a sign of confidence. I mean, someone who has lost their confidence completely would not do that. But you clearly see that a striker just needs to have their confidence. When they have it, certainly they will be good. And Rasmus Hojlund has proved that. So for me, I love to see it. I'm just hoping that he keeps, building on this. Usually in the past international breaks, I think most of us have been thinking mostly about who is going to return fit, who is going to be injured and stuff. For some reason right now, first, by the way, I'm not really worried about injuries, because what Ruben Amorim has done is convince us and show us that anyone can actually play for Man United, however young or old you are, that with anyone injured, we will still figure it out and play games, because the system he's playing is a good system, but also he's teaching everyone in the team to play in this system when they are called upon, and they will perform. So for me, I will not be there and fail to celebrate and enjoy the beautiful performances from our individual players for the national teams, just in the fear of them getting injured. I will not do that, honestly. So I think for me, it's good to see our players being more expressive, our players looking more comfortable, our players looking more inspired. They look like they now believe in themselves, that they can actually go out there and put on performances that even affect games like this. So for me, that's extremely commendable. So, but going back into the speculations and the talk, guys, the Nelson Semenyo talks are still making rounds. How Man United are contemplating paying 33.5 million quid to sign Semenyo from Bournemouth, the Ghanaian international. Honestly, for me, well, whether they sign him or not, again, like I keep saying, I've got this big trust in Ruben Amorim that I know he will not make a wrong signing. First, judging by the system he plays, for me, is an educated system. You can't play his system of football if you don't know, if you're not a smart manager. It's for smart guys, honestly. But also his first signing in Patrick Dogu, even the statements he makes show you that he knows what he tries to do. That's, to be honest. The thing though is, so that's why I'll back any signing he chooses to sanction and make, because I will know it will be for the better. But the thing for me is, Manchester United, in my view, strongly do need to sign a ball-playing midfielder if they are going to then get to see what other departments they need to sort. In fact, I'll tell you, this summer transfer window might not even be the window that Amorim would want to spend most of the money. If he has a kitty, let's say, of 300 million quid to spend, I don't think this is money he should spend mostly in the summer. In the summer, he should just buy one player, a ball-playing central midfielder, like I explained to you, an improvement on Bruno, because Bruno is not the best out there. I feel we can get better. Good as he is, I feel there can be better to play next to the number 6, probably Ugarte. He can find someone better than Bruno. And let me tell you, when he gets that player, he will then be able to see which other areas he needs to improve. Because without the right player, the linchpin of the team, the fulcrum on which the team spins, you cannot know who exactly you need. So you'd end up signing players who perhaps are not the exact players you should be signing, because you do not have that player who opens up the team for you to see the gray areas, the other gray areas around it. Imagine if we had that prime Eriksen of Tottenham or Luka Modric playing next to Ugarte. I think he would just expose everyone else, and we see where exactly we need to solve, whether it's the goalkeeper or it's a wing back or a finisher, a striker. So for me, that's exactly what I would want to expect. But the speculations are still going on. And we, again, as Man United, will always be linked with a lot of players. And I mean, that's the burden of being a Man United supporter, that you've got to endure a lot of links when the transfer window is around the corner. But I certainly expect that Ineos will do the right thing, because one of the key things that the Ineos want to do is to correct how they handle the transfer business. And they just can't get it wrong. They just cannot get it wrong. That's not an option, and I don't think it's going to happen. So that's my honest view on proceedings now at Manchester United. Guys, the international break is on. It's looking exciting. More games for you. Today, there is quite a number of games that you should look forward to. Of course, personally, I'm more excited about the England game, because you do remember Thomas Tuchel, before choosing now to go international, if I would call it that, I mean, in terms of coaching a national team, he was linked with Man United, because do remember that Ineos spoke to him and confirmed it to Erik ten Hag before they zeroed down on Ruben Amorim. So certainly, he's a guy, sort of still a person of interest for Ineos and Sir Jim Ratcliffe. He's probably a person of interest. They said they failed to get a better person than Erik ten Hag. That's why they stuck with him. But they eventually let go of him. And Sir Jim Ratcliffe recently confirmed that he acknowledged actually it was a mistake that they made. So certainly Thomas Tuchel is a guy I would want to see. And also the fact that Tuchel is the master of the system that Amorim plays at Man United, a back three. I want to see whether he will still play the back three at a national team level. So even Amorim, I'm sure, will be watching England to see what exactly his master, because perhaps if there are coaches that Amorim looks up to, I think Thomas Tuchel should be one of those, because he has won major titles playing with a system nearly similar to what he plays with the back three and all these players. He's also the guy who won the Champions League with Mason Mount, who is a player that Amorim does acknowledge so much as an important player for Man United and whatever they're trying to build. So that England game for me is one game we certainly have got to watch out for, watch it, enjoy it, and just assess and see how exactly it performs. But also Marcus Rashford, to see which Rashford we are having, and whether there is a small chance he could return at Man United. I mean, he's still a Man United player. So certainly we cannot just write him off completely, can we? That's what I think. My name is Webb. This is the United of Sport. Like, share, subscribe, listen. Hojlund is rediscovering his goal-scoring boots slowly but surely. We want to be patient with him, don't we? Subscribe. Let me catch you later, fam.